Mate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside for Green. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. It's been all about Brook Lopez for Milwaukee. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lillard against Curry. Here's Lopez. Lopez, the screen. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. You just couldn't capitalize.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a switch here. Hields checked in. Here's Curry. Rejected by Lopez. Here's Prince with the drive. Misses from close range. Warriors trail by 6. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
The 3 from Curry. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Curry against Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Outside for Green. Here's Butler. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Butler's got 9.
There's not much you can do to slow down Butler in the mid-range. He just gets to a spot and rises up.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. It's tipped. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Warriors substitution.
Curry against Lillard. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Just a wizard with the ball. Look, Curry's creativity is just incredible.
And now let's check out some of the point guards who have been lighting up the scoreboard. 5th is Damian Lillard.
You know, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded offensive talents in the league.
Yeah, these guys aren't out there just to run the offense for their team. They pretty much are the offense, and they can light it up.
Yeah, such a different type of player. Brook Lopez can beat you with post moves and threes. It's really hard to guard him.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Ryan, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Hield passes to Butler. Butler takes it in. And here's Green from the arc. Fires in the triple. Green's got 5 points.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
Curry against Lillard. Great work by Lillard in the paint.
Break down for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Curry against Lillard. Outside for Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo outside. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo on the attack.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Poke loose. And they're on the break. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Golden State has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And the basket by Hield.
Elite from three-point land. Buddy Hield, whenever he lets it fly, you think it's going in.
And rejected. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside, Green. That three's off the mark. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Rejected by Lopez. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making some changes. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Porter Jr. in for Lillard. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Stephen Curry.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 23 points his last outing. Kuzma outside. Porter looks it over. Pass to Sims. Here's Prince. And here is Antetokounmpo. Green covering. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. The Warriors lead by 4. Outside for Butler. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Kuzma. Well, Milwaukee's shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Antetokounmpo, bam!
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
And here's Green from the arc. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Warriors ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've been stuck in the middle.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. They've got Draymond Green, Brandon Podziemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Post in at the center position, filling out the middle.
First
Lopez, the screen on Green. Antetokounmpo, pass to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. He's off on the layup. The Warriors leading. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Puts it up off the inbound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma. And how about Brandon Podziemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, B.A., that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Lillard against Butler. Pass to post. Outside, Green. Outside, Podziemski. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Let's see some of the numbers here for Damian Lillard.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
And the basket by Hield.
This is Hield at his best, a major threat to torch defenses off the catch.
Lillard. And he was fouled and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw good. Lillard.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience, where he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Curry. Jackson Davis, a screen. 6 to shoot. Out to Hield. Driving in. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Outside Hield. Outside Curry. Over Lillard. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Tough bucket. The Greek freak.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Right by Curry, and it's rejected. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on Hield. Inside. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Warriors trail by 4. Curry on the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
So quick into the lane. Boy, Curry is lightning fast.
He's got his first Free throws of the night right here. Hits both from the stripe. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Kuzma. And here's Lopez. Here's Prince, guarded by Hield. Back to Lopez. Lillard outside. Curry with a steal. Here's Green. Oh! Green dropping the hammer.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Sims, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Kuzma. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Jimmy Butler. Pass to Antetokounmpo. They set a pick. Here's Sims. Prince, the pass to Lillard. 5 to shoot. The Warriors pull it in. 1:50 left in the third. It's Jackson Davis with a drive. Payton with it. Green picks him up. And he's going to the line for 2. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the
Taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed.
personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Sure, they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Milwaukee making some changes. Brook Lopez comes in for Sims. And Kuzma subbed in for Green. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them.
And some consider Curry to be the greatest shooter of all time. And by some, I mean all. And he is capable of getting hot in a hurry.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Golden State has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Here's Curry. Outside Payton. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Curry's got 19 points.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. All by himself. Here's Lillard. Ooh, Lillard getting after it in transition.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Here's Curry. Out to Hield. Jackson Davis in the high post, working on Lopez. Payton finds Curry. Clock at 4. Jackson Davis a screen from 15 feet away. Curry, no good.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Lopez, the screen on Looney. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez.
After a perfect first half in terms of ball control, the cracks have started to show. And now they're looking more and more vulnerable.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. This one for 3. Unable to get that one. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Warriors. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wall.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Outside for Butler. No good on the 3. Milwaukee in the lead. To the inside. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Here's Jackson Davis. Out to Hield. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Porter finds Lopez, and he gets that one. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And the Bucks making a change here. Lillard's checked in. To Lopez. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Back to Butler. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Green for 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Who was stolen by Lillard. Here's Kuzma. Green with the defensive effort. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And the Warriors making a change here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them the lead.
And the dunk by Lillard.
On the fast break, Lillard's quickness makes him almost unstoppable. Just beating the D up the floor.
Here's Butler. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up again. Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And you know, for that matchup with the Hawks, they obviously have the upper hand coming into that one. But don't expect a blowout. It could turn into a real battle. Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Guys like Buddy Hield, knockdown shooters, they are in high demand around the league.
Trent, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Outside for Green. Pass to Jackson Davis. That comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
Something he's worked on over the years. Green is an elite passer.
Lillard passes to Lopez. It's rebounded by Golden State. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Out to Hield. Back to Green. Butler against Kuzma. Hield for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Antetokounmpo outside. Lopez, the screen. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Oh, give Lopez props for staying ready. I mean, he reads these important situations so well and knows exactly what to do.
Back to Curry. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. Outside for Green. There's the 3. Green able to hit from 3.
Over his career, Green has been in so many huge playoff games, so he's used to the pressure moments.
Here's Lillard, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Stephen Curry. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Butler, outside for Green. From the arc. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hield. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Lopez. Lillard against Curry. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Green. Jackson Davis down low, working on Lopez. Green, outside Curry. The 3. Laces one from 3.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Antetokounmpo. Cash. A huge shot to tie it up.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
Curry finds Green. Back to Curry. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Yes!
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Back to Lopez. No good! And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, congrats on the win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us.